Championship weekend is just 2 weeks away in college football. Let's break it down here at the Voice of College Football. Please like the video, share these videos out on social media. If you enjoy the content, others will as well. Share them on Facebook, Twitter, any other social media platforms that you belong to. And, of course, subscribe right here at the Voice of College Football. And once you subscribe, hit that bell for the notifications to know when we go live, which is every day, typically multiple times per day, either here on the main channel or on our team-specific live streams. Let's check out the Big Ten Western Division and size it up for you. Wisconsin is not only tied for first place, they are in great position here because they've got the head-to-head over everybody currently involved in the Big Ten Western Division race. They lost their 2 games in conference out of division against Michigan and Penn State. So if Wisconsin wins the last 2 games, they win out. They win the Big Ten West at 7-2, regardless of what Iowa does, because the Hawkeyes, of course, lost to the Badgers. Iowa needs to win out, and then Wisconsin to lose a game, and then Iowa would win out at 7-2 alone atop the Big Ten Western Division. For Minnesota to win the Big Ten West, they need to win out. They need Iowa to lose twice because they lose that tiebreaker against the Hawkeyes. And in that case scenario, Minnesota would have both the tiebreaker against Purdue, whom they've already defeated, and Minnesota would have beaten Wisconsin the final week of the regular season. For Purdue, they got a thread and needle here. They're 4-3 right now. If Purdue wins out to finish at 6-3, they need Wisconsin to lose both games, Iowa to lose, and then they need Minnesota to lose once, and that game's got to be against Indiana this Saturday, or else they're eliminated because they need Minnesota to win that game against Wisconsin, and so they need the Gophers to lose one of 2, and that game's got to be against Indiana. This is the schedule the last 2 weekends of the season. For Wisconsin, they've got Nebraska at home, then they travel to Minnesota, and that game may decide the Big Ten Western Division. Iowa's got Illinois and a game at Nebraska. Minnesota's got Indiana on the road. Then they face Wisconsin. And for Purdue, it's Northwestern and Indiana. Both those games are at home. All right, let's look at some tie-breaking situations in the Big Ten Western Division. 3-way tie at 6-3 between Wisconsin, Iowa, and Minnesota. Wisconsin would win that tiebreaker. Here's why. As this plays out, this means Minnesota would have defeated Wisconsin next weekend, and that leaves all 3 teams against each other at 1-1. Wisconsin beat Iowa. Iowa beat Minnesota. Minnesota beat Wisconsin. But tie goes to the best division record. That goes to Wisconsin at 5-1. In a 3-way tie involving Wisconsin, Iowa, and Purdue, all 3 teams finishing at 6-3. Wisconsin, once again, they win the division tiebreaker because they've defeated both Iowa and Purdue. Therefore, they own the 2-0 record against their 2 counterparts that they are tied with, while Purdue would be 1-1 in Iowa at 0-2. Now a 4-way tie. Let's check this one out. Wisconsin, Iowa, Minnesota, Purdue, all at 6-3. Who wins it? Well, against the other 3 teams, Wisconsin and Minnesota have the 2 best records at 2-1. But in this case, Minnesota breaks the tie with the win against Wisconsin next weekend as the Gophers and the Badgers match up. So Minnesota would win a 4-way tie in the Big Ten Western Division. How's it going to finish? Well, Wisconsin's on a roll. They've got one of the 2 best defenses in college football. Their running game is rolling with Braylon Allen. And yes, even Graham Mertz is playing much better football in recent weeks with the support of that great ground attack. Wisconsin completes the sweep in the Big Ten Western Division, and they finish 7-2 and make their way to Indianapolis. Our thoughts? And now your thoughts down in the comment section below, right here at the Voice of College Football. Hit that like button, and we will see you next time.